So first of all, I love this course. So the course is about different research methods that are used for the evaluation of health interventions. And the idea is that we equip students with a general overview of the different methods that exist out there that can be used. And that we also teach them how to be critical about empirical work out there and to use evidence for their current job. So this is very important because if they work in the private sector or in the public sector, they'll have to make decisions about where to invest and how to select between different health policies or interventions. So they'll have to understand which are the policies that are really working. So the course gives the tools to understand that. So the students will start by learning how to develop the so-called theory of change. So what are the different elements that are needed so that an intervention can actually lead to a change in the outcomes of interest. So how a health intervention can actually improve people's health, for example. Then every day they'll learn a different method that is used for the evaluation of those interventions. And finally, the idea is that both they are able to interpret the findings that we get, but they also are able to propose very practical solutions when it comes to the decision of which interventions should we pursue and how should we evaluate them. The most interesting aspect of the course is group work. Students will be divided in small groups of 2 or 3 people, and they will have to develop a research proposal based on a selected public health problem. So suppose that they want to work on the rise of opioid-related death in the United States. Then they'll go to the literature, browse and see what are the most interesting articles to consider, and then they'll decide, okay, those are the data that I need, this is the method that I want to apply to do the analysis of this specific intervention, and this is the interpretation that I'm gonna give. So this is really like a way to put into practice what they've learned throughout the week, both in the lectures and in the seminars and in the day-to-day exercises, practical exercises that they've done with me. The course relates to the real world and in particular to the day-to-day life of these students that are primarily medical doctors, because they are constantly exposed or they work themselves on medical research. And the medical research that is out there very often is interpreted as a cause and effect result. So this policy, health policy or health intervention is causing a change in a specific outcomes, while very often the research is only descriptive, so you cannot really derive this policy conclusion. So with this course, the students will be provided with the tools that are needed to be able to critically assess if the studies or if the analysis that they are running is well done or not. So in the health sector, you are constantly discussing or exposed to the results of new policies that help to improve people's health or new interventions. Therefore, I believe it's really crucial that now as a student you know that there are certain elements that are part of the evaluation that makes the evaluation a good evaluation. So either if you have to do the analysis yourself or if you have to manage or lead data analysts in your team or in your hospital, now you really have the tools that are needed to be on top of that. So you'll be able to realize, yes, this is a good evaluation or not, and those are the things that can be done to improve it.